Hello viewers, welcome to Views and Opinion on FCCP TV, where your voice matters. I am Olama Vivian, standing in for Chidima Ubochi. It was Abraham Lincoln, a one-time president of the United States of America, who said, think of what you can do for your country and not what your country will do for you. If that statement is anything to go by in a country like ours, then we should ask the question of what the citizenry has contributed to building Nigeria to the state which it is today. On this episode of Views and Opinion, we went out to ask people how they have contributed to Nigeria and what the country has given back to them in return. Please don't go away.
Yes, I benefited from the Nigerian government many years ago. I went to the university with federal government scholarship. That's a benefit. Okay. Then I came down to the States where I worked before I retired. I was paid my salaries now, and could consider such a benefit. Well, those who were in leadership in the country that time meant well for the country. That was why, and they encouraged students. It made them, the scholarship helped them to read hard because there was a competition as regards who will be given that scholarship. So students read very hard and improved their learning capabilities. The scholarship helped them and helped their parents because, as I told you that I went on the university on scholarship, my parents were relieved of the financial burden of university education. But here, now, I don't know the type of government we have. Do we say we have a government? Well, sometimes we may say we have a government because we are independent politically. But economically, we are not independent. Students are suffering and there's nothing to make them compete with one another. Their parents use their meager resources to bring them up in academics. I think the government should come in. If I've not been thinking about that now, within the next 1 or 2 years, they should think about that to help these students, make them feel they belong to the country. Sometimes they ask questions, are we members of this country or are we not?
Actually, as a Nigerian, I don't think there's anything too serious or significant whatsoever I've benefited from my country. As a matter of fact, my education was not free from the nursery to the basic to the secondary and even to the university level. So I've not really benefited anything significant as far as my country, Nigeria, is concerned. There are a lot of things you can benefit for your country, like infrastructural, pipe-borne water or borehole water, good roads, electricity. To tell you the truth, my community has been in blackout for the past 6 months now, and nobody is coming to our aid. And then you see the very big people who are well-to-do, they resort to their generators, listers, and all that. And then the very poor who cannot afford that live in total blackout.
In Nigeria, I have benefited a lot from Nigeria despite the current situations. So one of the benefits I have gained from Nigeria is through their NC program called Empower. I was one of the beneficiaries, the batch B. So that is one of the benefits I have gained from Nigeria. And secondly, I've been able to roll into university. I acquired education here in Nigeria. And some social amenities in my place like electricity, water, solar system, solar borehole, and some other things.
Actually, I've not really benefited much from Nigerian government. Sorry to say that. Because each government that wants to come to power will come with a good plan, good manifestos. But at the end of it, they will just abandon it. We are all living by the grace of God and through people that God is using to sustain sustain every family in Nigeria. I'm grateful to God because He's the one really sustaining us. Not only me, almost all the Nigerians. Surely, to tell you the truth, I've not benefited much from Nigeria.
The name Nigeria, I will say it's my country, but honestly, I have to tell you, I've not benefited anything from this country. Right from my childhood, I did my nursery school here, my primary school here, my secondary school here, then the tertiary institution. Still render service to the country as NYSC, National Youth Service Corps member, for a whole 1 year. Still pay my tax, then looking for a job for a whole like 2-3 years. There was no job coming up. So the government was not having any future for the youths. They don't plan for the youth, they don't restructure this country in a way that it will favor the youth. If not getting a government work, let us find a way to find a capital to start our own business or even create our own ideology to the society. At least it can help to develop this country. We're not supposed to be where we are today, but because the government has no structure, they don't have any plan for the youth. So that's why we find ourselves where we are today, lacking behind other countries. We are the giant of Africa, but are not seeing it in this country. Zero benefit. For me, in my country, I will tell you, I regret to be in this country as of this moment. But I believe we are not running out of time. We can still correct things and make things to be better. If and only if the government can listen to the youths.
No. Since my lifetime, I have not benefited anything from the government. I mean, this government, I can't find a reason why a graduate, someone that graduated for since 2 years now, no job, no employment, nothing, and there is hunger everywhere. People are suffering, conflicts everywhere here and there, and they are not doing anything. But the politicians are not doing anything concerning it. Poor masses are dying. So if you go to the market now, things are very, very costly, too expensive to get. No, I have not, since my life, I have not benefited anything from the country. Just like last year, some of us, they asked us to go and apply for Empower, INEX, job and all those things. We spent money, the little we got, we spent it. Up till now, they have not shortlisted any names.
Honestly speaking, first of all, I'm happy to be a Nigerian. But talking of what I have benefited from this country is zero. This country is raw. We are not benefiting, even the youth. We keep on suffering day and day. And the poor is getting poorer and the richer is getting richer every day by day. So to me, I do not benefit anything.
Richard did a lot to us. We benefited a lot from him. He was paying us regularly. He changed our wardrobe. During Christmas time, he gave us something. We benefited. Even the children, the school people, they benefited. He gave them bags, school sandals, and so many other things. We had a lot of benefit from the government school.
If I find myself in such a position I can be of help to my country, I start with the youth, because the youths are the future generation. I start with a free education in the primary and secondary schools. I start with equipping our youths with one good work or the other. Let them get enrolled in one profession or the other. Because once you have good youth, you are sure of a better tomorrow. Empower the youths. Give them job. Not giving them food. You give them the hook and you teach them how to fish. Not giving them fish all the time. Because when you give them fish today, tomorrow they'll still come asking for more.
We need to advise ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Now we need to sit down and talk to ourselves first before the politicians. You understand what I'm saying? So even if in our village here, a cup of gardener is almost 100 naira plus. You understand what I'm saying? So we too, we are worsening the situation. You understand what I'm saying? I will not say the country is no good, the country is no good. We are the countries they are talking about. You understand what I'm saying? We need to arrange ourselves first before the country. We don't have a good leader.
If I am the president, I will address my country when my country is not doing well. The truth I learned from Obasanjo says this: if you are not doing better as a leader to yourself, your leadership is not satisfying the people you are leading. You are not satisfied with the leadership. Why not step aside and let another person rule the nation?
Welcome back. I'm glad you're still there. I hope you follow the views of the people right there on the street. Most of the times, we often want to be pleased even without putting in effort. Now, the development of a country like Nigeria will take everybody's efforts. Do your part, I do my part, and everyone else does. Then, Nigeria will become a better place for all of us and our children as well. We use this opportunity to call on politicians, religious leaders, traditional rulers, and even the followers to play their parts towards making this country a better place for us to live in. Don't forget to join us in the conversation by dropping your comments in the comment section below. Tell us what you have benefited from your country and what you have given back to her in return. Until we come your way next time, I am Olama Vivian. God bless you.